The Reblooming iris. These are always very popular. There's Philip at a house in Connecticut that he designed the landscape for, which is what he is best known for. He's a horticulturist and he's a landscape designer that, like, big time people who could really hire any landscape designer that they want will hire Philip because he's so incredibly gifted. He's like an artist. He's an artist and a scientist mixed together. It's phenomenal. And he brings us his favorites that he uses in these beautiful estates so that we can look like we got to hire Philip in our own homes. He loves these iris because they rebloom. So not just in the summer, but also like towards the end of the summer again. And these are brand new just this past weekend. You are getting 3 different colors, a blue, a white, and a yellow. So if you pick up multiple sets, then you can put them all together, or he designed them with these colors together because they complement each other so well. So again, $11.66 on Easy Pay to get them home. M89865 is your item number. Phillip Watson, the myth, the man, the legend, is joining us on Skype. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Greetings. Great to see you again.
It is good to see you again. Better in person, but I'll take what I can get.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love the iris, and I grew up with them. It's the first flower I ever noticed. And I was in my stroller, and my mother told me later that I pointed up to them because they were leaning out of the stroller, and I said, pretty.
Oh.
And they were, and they are. So we've got an old-fashioned flower with an old-fashioned guy presenting them. I love the irises in Mississippi, where I grew up.
Yeah.
They were blooming around Easter time, and we always got our Easter pictures taken in front of the iris bed.
So
and by the way,
sweet.
I want to send out some blessings and prayers for the people in Rolling Fork, Mississippi. My people, God bless you. It's a tough time with the tornadoes.
Oh, no.
Anyway, my heart's with you.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
But the irises, let's get back on these irises because they are long-lived perennials that bloom in the spring the same way that my grandmothers did, but they also bloom again in late summer and early fall. And the beautiful colors, and I selected
Which
these
your
because
grandmothers probably did not.
No, hers absolutely didn't. They didn't have them then.
Yeah.
But I still wanted them anyway because they were so beautiful and they're fragrant. They have an unusual fragrance that is so fresh and so nice, and the very interesting sword-like foliage as you are seeing now. The nice thing about the reblooming iris is that they send up new foliage all the time. The one-time bloomers, they did not send up new foliage all the time, and so it looked tired by the end of the summer. These are, look, you see those right there? That's the second bloom. That is after Labor Day. So
Wow.
that's when these are blooming there. And see, the beautiful blue is the breakers, the yellow one is the great harvest of memories, and the white one is the very first reblooming iris to be noticed, and that is called Immortality. And it is absolutely snow white. These get about 2 to 3 feet tall, and you've got multiple blooms per stalk. The beautiful bold foliage, the great fragrant flowers, and do not mulch these. They don't like the mulch. They like the full sun, so that's one less thing that you have to do. And like with the beautiful hens and chicks that we saw earlier, they will not like a wet area either. So they would actually be good companions if you wanted to do them that way.
That would be really unique together.
Yes, quite a nice look. But great flowers, great fragrance. This is my favorite, all perennials on God's green earth. And I know some people get on there and they say that everything that they're selling is their favorite. But if you've watched me for all these 29 years, you know that's the only one I say is my favorite perennial, and it's the iris.
It's the first one you noticed. It's your favorite. And now, why did you put these 3 colors together in this collection?
Well, because there are a lot of reblooming German iris on the market. These 3 are the most reliable. They just do it.
Yeah.
They always have the big flowers. They always have the great fragrance. You know, some things, new varieties come out, and they're not as good as something that came out 40 years ago.
Right.
But because it's new, it gets a lot of press. But I'm telling you, this is the only press you need to know, is that these iris are going to perform for you, and it's a good heirloom. They're around for years and years, and it's not because they got taken care of for years and years. they got taken care of by Mother Nature. They took care of themselves because of their own genetics, and they absolutely work. You get the beautiful foliage, the beautiful flowers, and you're getting one in each color. So you'll love these. And by the way, I'm sending these out to you. These are bare root. I couldn't get any, and nobody could get any irises this year. I was lucky to get them and plant these. They will bloom this year, and you'll have something old-fashioned that gives you the beautiful blooms twice a year.
And you'll get that growing guide, which gives you all of the
Yes.
planting steps, everything you need to know, tips for success on the back. And then you also have a warranty too, which is helpful.
Correct. But these, by the way, from Phillip Watson Designs, are perennial. They are guaranteed for an entire year from the time of shipment. I'm going to take care of you, and you'll have the growing guide that tells you all about irises. If you've never had them before, you can reach us at the number on the screen or send your email questions to the email address. Again, I've been here a long time. I expect to stay a bit longer. I'm a horticulturist, and I do believe in the science behind the beauty. We're going to treat you right, and please come back. God bless.
And what are your, how do we find you on social media? Because I know you do a lot there in terms of answering questions and inspiration.
I'm so old school that it's Phillip Watson on Facebook. That's where I am, and anybody can go on there and see me. PHILLI